Hey everybody, it's Avi here with Global Visions Inc. I'm happy to introduce the 24-port gigabit PoE switch from LanPoe. LanPoe.com. Obviously, LAN is a local area network. PoE is power. These guys know a little bit more about the networking space. Very, very impressed with so many features over here. But let's just go through a quick basic rundown. There's 24 ports of PoE gigabit network and a PoE power budget of 400 watts, which is awesome because we could obviously get, this device allows 30 watts high power PoE, obviously per each port, balanced through the budget. And it has two network gigabit switch ports, uplink ports, non-PoE, and has two SFP fiber ports. So this is like a 28 port switch, which is pretty awesome. 24 ports of PoE though. Now, some of the cool features like the other LanPoe devices have is this device supports on each port 8023 AF mode A in simple terms on your network cable on the head, pins 1, 2, 3, 6. If you only have those four conductors connected and your device supports it for PoE and data, such as many IP cameras, many network intercom devices, then you'll be able to not have to worry if for some reason a cable got cut, or if for suddenly you needed to add another camera and all the construction's done, you can't run another wire. You could just easily split the cable, re-terminate them on 1, 2, 3, and 6, and then be on both sides, connected to the switch, and then you're good to go. A couple other cool facts is the amount of power that this beast can give out for high power PoE. So it'll allow you to do for ports 1 and 2 up to 90 watts. That's PoE++. This is at the higher part of the BT, the power standard that you're able to do. And again, as I mentioned before, up to 30 watts altogether on each port. It's obviously up to your power budget. Now, it also has options for extended distance mode. So if, let's say, you have cameras that are all above the 100-meter range, usually network lines are rated up to around 328 feet. Here, this allows to 250 meters, almost 2.5 times that distance. So if you have a 600-foot run, you'll be able to do it with your camera. You will not get gigabit speeds, but you'll get 10 Mbps, which will be more than enough for your cameras to be able to transmit the data on each port. Your uplinks obviously will still stay gigabit, and your SFP will as well stay gigabit for the transmission between them. Another great thing is VLan mode without having to have a smart switch. If I enable it, I could literally separate the communication from one port to another port. So if I'm doing a building and I have intercoms in each apartment and they're all IP, and I don't want for some reason somebody to be able to, connect a computer and try to hack into another device that's connected right to it, they will not have access physically from one unit to another unit. So they won't be surprised that somebody's suddenly communicating or something. Now again, the uplink ports obviously could communicate with all. Also on IP camera installations on VMSs or certain kind of NVRs that don't have all PoE and you want to separate the network, it's actually a smart practice to have that mode on and just have an uplink going into your NVR or your VMS, so there's no network collision and you have maximum amount of data going through. Again, there's so many options inside here. I think this one also has a PoE watchdog. So if for some reason the device is like stuck in a non-communicative state, it will power cycle it. Again, it's an unmanaged switch, but it has so many extra features as a regular PoE switch, as gigabit, it's amazing. But to have all these extra features they really thought of, integrators and IT professionals who suddenly encounter issues on the install, and it kind of makes it so much easier to resolve it on the spot. So again, super impressed. Check it out at LanPoe.com or globalvisionsinc.com, where you can find more information on their products. This is a 24P-GPoE-400. It is a really cool product, and I'm hopefully going to hear great reviews from you guys.